some elite. I know when they hate.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Lumberjacks of Chicago. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Back to throw. Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Mooney. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, some strong running. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion.
Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Here's Fields. This will go to Henry out wide. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Christopher Dunn on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Fields, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Inside handoff, Henry. strength there as he'll take this down to the 33. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Fields going to change things up here.
7-yard line.
On 2nd and goal. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Murray going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Carter, and he is brought down at the 22. Of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Don't jump. Ready?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Murray now to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Whoa. Big ace. Whoa.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And just shutting him off there. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the option right is Fields. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go now.
This is 2nd and 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Henry up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Lumberjacks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Done good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Murray from midfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Henry out of the pistol. Trucks over him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That one goes for 8 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's good. 4. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. Touchdown, Chicago! Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Done good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal.
And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play fake. Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lumberjacks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Done good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down, Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Room here to run. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Murray's pass intercepted. They'll take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Derrick Henry from 19 yards away. And the Lumberjacks have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear, when you got all those people in front of you.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Then he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Let's go, Alpha right here. All right.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go, Ty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Angel. EQ. Right.
Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lumberjacks continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Omaha.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Murray now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again, Murray. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Derrick Henry all alone. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 152 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Easy. West right there. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
11.
Again, it's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Done good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So